This is Fast Eddie Chambers, and you're watching Seconds Out.
Hi, it's Jonathan Schrager here. I'm here with Fast Eddie Chambers outside Team Fury's newly opened gym in Bolton. How are we doing, Eddie?
Good, great. It was a great grand opening. I'm enjoying the gym already. We've already been training a bit in it. Nice, clean. It's a nice, good. It's great for the community of Bolton and young kids as well as pros and everybody that comes in. It's going to be a great thing.
Lovely. Now, as was mentioned sort of during the speeches inside, you've been kind of taken on as part of the Team Fury family. You know, you've become very close with everyone. Are you enjoying yourself, obviously, in the north of England?
Absolutely. It's not really too different from where I'm from now, where I live. I actually live in New Jersey, and the part of New Jersey that I live in is more rural than it is, you know what I mean, city. And you know, you got to kind of travel a little bit to get to the city. So it's not really that different from home, besides the fact that my family, a lot of my friends aren't here. But then again, I've adopted new friends, and I have some family now here. So it's a great experience being over here. It's not too bad being from home, besides the fact that, like I said, that I can't see my family often. But you know, work is work, and this feels more like fun than work, to be honest. You know what I mean? I can enjoy myself here.
Okay. Can you just explain a little bit about how you sort of came about that you became part of such an integral part of Team Fury? Because obviously you're kind of synonymous with it now.
Right. Well, I got started with Team Fury by going to actually to help Tyson with the hay camp. We were, you know, they offered for me to come on over to spar with them, and even before that, they offered me to come to, you know, even have camp with them, because they really, I think Peter all said that he kind of liked my style, liked the ability that I had and what I could do in the ring. But there were some things missing, obviously. You know, you could tell maybe with some things. It could be some things missing. So once he got me over, and I actually got into camp, he took a look at me. You know, there was some sparring. I did good work. We had some good work. We had some good sessions with Tyson and Huey and everything. But he saw there was a lot of deficiencies. You know, diet and not a lot of support. You know what I mean? You know, with anything with my career, to be honest. You know what I mean? The only support I had was with the close knit people that was with me, my team that was back home. You know, they were like honestly like family. But other than that, no support. I had a promoter, but I'm not a money maker. I'm not a big ticket seller, especially in the States. So they really wasn't looking out for me in that regard either. So they weren't matching me really that well or that much, to be honest. So it just kind of fell off. But I came in. Oh goodness. Anyway, so I actually sat down with Peter and we discussed. Just discussed that. You know, to come on over and just, you know, give it a test run, see how I like it. You know what I mean? So, you know, just, you know, take a team. And actually, Peter told me, just go ahead and take some time off, honestly. Go to, if this dude behind you, you know what? I'm gonna get a sniper to get on top of there and shoot this guy. He is killing me right now. All right, listen. I promise I'm gonna finish this right. All right, listen. No, but like I said, he offered me to come over. He said, take some time off, wait till the beginning of the year, and we'll get back started fresh. You know what I mean? Because he saw me. And even then, I just had a fight August 3rd. I went down August 19th to the camp, and I just had a fight August 3rd. You tell I didn't really do anything after it. I was despondent because it was a really, really bad fight. Yeah. I wasn't fully prepared. I was prepared physically to a degree, but not. I didn't have any planning. We didn't have enough training, proper training for it. Yeah. It was more like I was training for another sport than boxing, to be honest. I wasn't in the gym enough. I wasn't able to get the things that I needed, and I think. And Peter saw that. So the first thing he did was try to get every aspect of my boxing correct. You know what I mean? Be it diet, you know, the weight training and strength conditioning and all stuff like that, as well as the boxing in the gym. The boxing thing, he felt that he's really confident in what I can do as far as the boxing goes. Yeah. But he saw that, you know, my diet was horrible. You can see that from, if anybody knows, if it looks on Instagram or Twitter and you see some of those before and after pictures I have, you can just tell that was, you know, it was malnutrition. I didn't have enough food. I didn't have what I needed to be a quality athlete, a quality fighter, to be honest. And what I was surviving on and still doing well was, you know, was incredible now that I think about it. Because I feel a lot better, a whole lot better.
Chambers. And I was going to ask, obviously, you know, obviously now that the kind of monopoly of the Klitschko's has ended over the weekend. obviously yourself, you're an emerging heavyweight. Tyson's highly touted to become potentially next heavyweight champion. Obviously it's been mentioned that you're like family now with Team Fury. Tyson's gone on record as saying obviously never fight Huey. The situation now with you guys, now that you're like sort of brothers almost, it must be very, I mean obviously aside from if it generated a lot of money,
right?
If you both emerged at the point where you're both at the point of fighting for a world title, is that a possibility?
I think that's the only way possible it can happen, and at that point we're talking the other one. If anybody declines, the other one will want to beat that person up anyway, just because of the opportunity to have that kind of money put in our pocket. I think it would be doing a disservice to either of us. And I'm pretty sure even with, with Tyson and you, we've been actual family and blood relatives. Even if there was, there's no amount of money I would imagine, you know what I mean, that would put them together. But, with us, even being to a degree family, it would take a lot. Even with me, and I'm not even a blood relative, it would take a lot, even with me, to get in the ring with them, to even want to get in the ring with either of them. Because I look at them as family. They're really good young kids, you know. They're not kids, but you know what I mean. They're really good young guys. You know what I mean? Yeah,
I'm with you. And I wanted to ask you about obviously your media work. Since you've been in England, you've been appearing a lot on Box Nation. It's kind of like Box Nation is really.
Eddie Chambers?
the Box Nation have really embraced you. They've enjoyed you. You're well spoken, humorous. You've been enjoying your media work here.
Honestly, I have. You know what I mean? It's like the kid in the back of the class that, always had it in him, but nobody ever paid attention to him. You know what I mean? It's like I'm getting an opportunity now to. All right, let's stop and pose. no, but I gotta stop. Anyway, listen, they are killing me today out here. I never will get this interview done. Listen, no, it's been fun. You know what I mean? I actually like the crew. Jim, both Steves. They're great guys. It makes it so much easier to work with people when you can have like a friendship, kinship, and a relaxed conversation about boxing, about something that you've performed and been in for your life, for your entire life. It's so easy, you know what I mean, when you have people like that around you. So I wouldn't mind at all if I got into that, after my career is over, even while I was going on. You know what I mean? Just having the opportunity to go every now and again down there and maybe commentate some fights or do some work in studio with Steve. No problem at all. I love it.
Well, I've certainly been enjoying your work on Box Nation.
Thanks.
I was going to ask because Steve Lillis and Steve Bunce, they both kind of they've talked on camera about how they like to go for a curry after they're finished working. Have they taken you for a traditional curry at all?
We haven't, but you know what? I'm a curry fan. That's one of my favorite dishes. So listen, they gotta come to me immediately with this. I had no idea. See, the thing was, it was so late. Well, actually, it ends up being early when we get finished. Down at the studios after the fight, like the big Floyd Mayweather fight. So it was like, man, look. At that point, I see Mick over there, but at that point, it was like we can't get nothing but breakfast, or if anything. Actually, we wanted just to go get some rest, to be honest. So if there was, I would love to go in there and do that. Them guys are famous too.
Fantastic. Just a couple more questions while we're here, Eddie. I was going to ask you, obviously you're in the north of England, kind of the mecca for football now, or soccer as you would call it in the USA. And obviously Manchester City have just been crowned champions. Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world.
You got to pay attention to that.
Tyson's a big Manchester United fan. Has he influenced you in this way? You
know what? I've watched, and I love the sport. Don't get me wrong. When I say I love the sport, it's like I love the ability of the guys, the athleticism, the things that they do. It's graceful. It's graceful under power and all. It's everything. Yeah. So when you look at it, it's like, man, it's like poetry in motion. Believe me. It's just like, for me, I'm like super huge basketball fan. So when you watch basketball, you understand what I'm saying? It's the same thing. Yeah. So the only thing is you're just not using your hands. You know what I mean? Which obviously even harder in some respects. And I've heard that a lot of kids grow up in soccer and then get into other sports afterwards, and they have tremendous footwork because of it. So, like I said, I really respect it. But I've actually, from the movies I've seen, from different things I've followed, I've actually already been. All right, y'all. See you guys later. I've already been for Manchester United more than anything else, just because of that influence. Not necessarily just because of Tyson. I had already thought about it. I watched this stuff. I've seen teams. I've seen movies that had him involved in it. Super popular. So hey, why not?
Good man, good man. And last question, just in terms of yourself.
I'm in Manchester too.
In terms of kind of your own career now, you had a fight a few weeks ago on Asian, performed very well. What's the next steps for Eddie Chambers?
Well, we want to step it up. Well, I can't say step it up. We got Merv in the back trying to take my focus off of the question, but I'm not letting him too much. Anyway, well, we just wanted to. I want to say step it up, but I've already been to the point where you can't step it up no more. You know, as far as fighting for the world title. So I've been to that point. But it's just a matter of, you know, changing. Not my identity necessarily. I'm still going to be the same guy I always was. I still have the same ability. I can still do the same thing. You just add in a few wrinkles to it. That's what Peter's trying to do. So there's some things we need to practice and there's some things we need to work on. Yeah. I know a lot of people are going to look at the opponent and say, "Oh, you're too far above them, and they're not this and they're not that." But for what I need to do, they're perfect.
Yeah.
And you know, Peter has a plan, and I'm going to listen to him. You know, if I can listen to him, I'll do it all. Is more business savvy and has a better understanding of what needs to be done for me specifically, handle it.
And can you give us any insight into his kind of, you know, 18-month, 2-year plan for you?
Well, to be honest with you, it took a bit of time to get comfortable with what we're trying to do, and it's still learning, believe me. It's not something that's just, you know, going to come overnight. Yeah. But it took 3 months in camp just training, nothing else. Yeah. And then I had a fight, and I've been in camp the whole time. We've been training, so it's coming, things are coming. So, you know, we're planning by July to fight a ranked opponent. Okay. We'll get someone in there that we can, that is a good test, is a good fight for me. You know, maybe even some people may say a 50-50 fight, but we know in camp, nothing's 50-50 when you got the kind of conditioning and mentality and skill level that we possess in this gym. So yeah. It's always going to be a 70-30 thing. Okay. And that 30% is getting smaller by the minute. But anyway,
fantastic.
No, but you know, we just want to step it up. I mean, we've had a few, we've warmed up. I think it's about that time now to get where we need to go. You know.
So are we looking potentially July Fury Chisora undercard? Are we potentially looking at that?
A pretty decent ranked opponent. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. I'm still learning things. I'm still getting. I'm now. When I say learning, look, if you ever stop learning, it's time to retire. Yeah. You know what I mean? But because that means you can't learn anymore. You know what I mean? But so you know that fight will really tell me where I'm at and where I need to go. And if I need to continue, obviously, because I'm not the kind of guy who's going to become a journeyman. That's not my thing. I feel like if I'm not elite, if I'm not one of the best, well, I'll compete.
Right. Yeah. I'm with you. All right. Lovely. Well, I'm looking forward to watching you hopefully on Fury Chisora undercard. And thanks for your time today, Eddie. Interview.
Yeah, we had a lot of what you guys call banter going on. Messed up my whole flow of the interview, but that's okay because I got back.
You did. You got it back.
All right.
Lovely,
thanks,
Eddie. Thanks a lot, mate.